What's up, everybody? Casting720 here, and this is part 2 of the Aurora episode. I'm not really keeping track of numbers right now. I can't. I want to say episode 8, but I may be wrong. There is literally about 4 more episodes on the way. Besides the 4th one that's gonna be coming out this Saturday at the time of this recording. We got Trevor here.
Hello.
And once again, we're doing another Reading with Trevor episode.
I
Watch
get
this.
through this because I got classes.
And because you're smart. And I can't do...
is what gives me the smarts. Obviously.
Yes. And I suck at reading.
Oh, phooey. You suck at reading out loud.
Yes.
And you can get better at that over time anyhow. Or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have to, but,
Not the subject of the video.
Alright, so now we're...
Join Altera's... Hmm?
Oh.
Yes?
I just recorded. Alright, I just started recording, so now here we are for the Aurora video part.
Botched up intros. Woo. Should I read it?
Yep, you can start.
Alright. Join Altera's board of directors. It's not about money. That's what every director on Altera's board has told me, and I believe them. Profitability is just an interim measure of success. Power and status are the real goals. Make enough profit for Altera Corporation, and you'll be recognized by the most powerful business people in the universe. Establish a company that obliterates the competition, and, after a compulsory buyout, you can be promoted to the board of directors. Perks include travel, free use of company phase gates, entourage, personal assistance for every facet of your life, longevity, automatic organ replacement, Altera, get what you deserve.
I like that
Sketchy
final
at
one.
all.
You basically become a king. Though for personal assistance to help with every facet of your life.
Yeah, that seems a little much.
Little much. See, Altera's not so nice, and plus the fact that they say, Altera, get what you deserve. Losing one of the most important ships is definitely getting what they deserve. Them evil son of a guns. You know, as much as I am a part of Altera, basically in this game because of the story, and the fact they're the ones who gave me a rocket blueprint when I boarded the Aurora, I still hate them.
Oh yeah.
I hate the Altera Corporation so much. They're evil, and here I am working for them, in a way. But now I owe them millions and millions of credits for simply just grabbing diamonds and stuff to stay alive. Ugh.
Yeah, good luck repaying that.
Yay! Well, yeet. Not the point of this recording. So we're gonna be reading off kind of stuff, all the fun stuff I gathered from said Aurora. The Aurora crashed, so we went on board it in the actual video episode. Check that out. You'll figure out where I got all these. There's some of these that are kind of like, oh, that sucks, basically, because this one right here sucks because of the voice log that is down here and right here, which involves a girl dumping her girlfriend for prawn suits. Which, this is, I guess, just part of that whole dilemma. Well, Trevor, you can read.
No, wait, hold on a second. Yeah?
Fun times. I'm gonna drink my tea.
Alright, sorry about that. My brother came to the door.
That's fine.
Alright. Just gonna edit that part out.
I'll try to. I'll try to remember.
Alright, time to read the sweet offer from Huggins to Wilson. Also, isn't Huggins, like, isn't that some sort of a diaper brand for babies? Oh wait, no, it's Huggies. Huggies is a diaper brand.
Okay,
So
by the way,
from
Wilson's
diapers to Woodrow
is
Wilson.
Wilson's a lady, and that's her last name, and Huggins is obviously a dude, because he's one of the dudes in the Prawn Soup Bay area. Alright.
Alright. From Huggins to Wilson. You're telling me you've been on this rig more than a year and you never took a ride on the outside? Well, now you've only gone and gotten yourself a friend with the keys to a giant freaking robot suit. We've plain got nothing to do till we get Starside to work on the gate. You want to taste the stars, you've only got to say, my spare prawn suit's got your name on it. You don't know what power feels like till you've crushed an asteroid with your bare, heavily mechanically augmented hands. Want to play catch with a passing meteor? Come by cabin number 1. Code's 1869.
Yeah, he didn't have he didn't have anything really in there except like another PDA. That was it. There was nothing good in there. That's just if you want to gain access in there and get some stuff. It's like I went in there like there's nothing in here.
None.
Okay, what's the next
No
one?
heavily augmented suit. Alright, the next one's the menu.
Oh yes, today's menu.
So this is gonna be what you would eat if you were on. Right, today's menu. Starter. Space bar. What
Space
even?
bear.
Space bear. What even is that?
What is that word? What is that?
Someone in the comments put the phonetics, put it written out phonetically, please and thank you.
Please, yes.
Alright, starter, space bear, Velu. I don't know, I'm assuming it's French, so Velu.
Velout?
I'm guessing. Velut. Alright, since their introduction to the interstellar vacuum in the 21st century, microscopic tardigrades, or space bears, have adapted and flourished where no other life forms have survived. Condensed into a smooth, nutty, protein-rich soup, they are the freshest local ingredient available to travelers on long-haul space flights. That sounds nasty.
Also, before you continue, anyone who's going to complain you're not saying it right, as you said, help us out. And if you're still going to complain, sorry I don't speak
We don't speak misunderstood artist here.
Okay, you could continue.
Alright, main dish. Cottage pie or nutrient block. They really want to emphasize that word. No choices here. No both. Rehydrated minced beef in its own gravy, served with a topping of mashed Chinese potatoes, picked fresh this morning from onboard row beds, and side of sauteed Chinese potatoes, not mushrooms. Chinese potato plant leaves. For the time-conscious consumer, the usual nutrient block options are available. They may be consumed cold or reconstituted as the on-site fabricator. As at the on-site fabricator. Wow, I can't read now, can I? Alright, dessert. Dried fruits and nuts. Unfortunately, a recent accident in Cargo Bay 3 involving the incorrect of a repulsion cannon in combination with a modified battery charger resulted in the venting into space of all the dehydrated desserts. Fruits and nuts will be the only available dessert for the next 39 weeks. Oof.
Someone was not very smart. Alright, what's the next one? Also, that menu sucks.
Right. Yeah, that all sounds like doo-doo.
And I have
minced
plenty of
beef,
Chinese
minced
potatoes.
gravy. Yeah, the main dish is literally just beef and potatoes, or you get this flavorless nutrient block. Like,
Yeah.
that does not sound like the best. Although, actually, no, never mind. The tardigrade soup does not sound good. Alright, the next one is the Altera Ohms pamphlet.
Oh, that's okay. I'm ready.
Alright. Altera Ohms pamphlet. Charity is an archaic concept which the realism of today's Alterans has rendered obsolete. We understand that we are each responsible for ourselves, but the best way to get the most for ourselves is to work together with Altera. The implication of this reasoning is clear. If someone is in need, they must find a way to be needed. Altera Ohms is a training academy for those that need to be needed. We're not a charity because we don't ask for handouts. We prefer to think of ourselves as a philanthropic beneficence facilitation service, promoting synergy between employer and workforce. AA operates on a lottery system. By investing any number of credits, you will be entered into our prize draw. Larger investments yield higher chances of winning. Your credits will go toward training unskilled colonists in vital tasks such as maintenance and interpersonal skills. The colonists receive this training voluntarily and free of charge, on condition of a minimum contract with one of our investors on completion of their training. Well, that kind of sounds like charity.
Yeah, and Altera seems like a big, mighty corporation I do not want to mess with.
Yeah. They also don't seem very nice, because they're all like, charities for the weak. If you need help, be useful. Like, they don't seem like the nicest people.
Yeah, not very nice.
No. Yeah. Alright, next one I got is Altera launches the Aurora.
Ah, yes, now we can figure out why the Aurora is even existing.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Alright. Altera launches the Aurora. Phase gate announced for the Ariadne arm. We're just gonna go with that. Ariadne arm. Altera launches the Aurora. The furthest reaches of inhabited space are due to expand as Altera Core launches a newly constructed capital ship carrying a phase gate bound for the... Not reading it. Not doing it. The Aurora will travel from the space dock on the edge of Altera space, making hundreds of consecutive phase gate jumps through 9 different Transgov authorities, and arrive on the far side of the...
I'm gonna say... Drane arm.
I don't know. Ariadne?
Ariadne?
I'm guessing.
I
Ariadne?
believe it's that.
Ariadne.
I'm gonna have...
Ariadne. That sounds like someone's dumb name. Alright. Where was I? And arrive on the far side of the Ariadne arm in 3 months' time. From there, the command crew will pilot the ship beyond the final phase gate, arriving in the next solar system approximately 18 months later. There, the elite team of engineers will begin a 6-month construction project on the new phase gate, multi-trillion credit investment in the absence of existing infrastructure in the region, vessels equipped with advanced thermal and nuclear power facilities.
Oh, there's more. I should have...
Yes.
Did you get that?
I see it. Yeah, I got it. I was just scrolling down to the bottom of it. Alright, Altera Core currently operates 9% of all phase gates in the galaxy. If the Aurora's mission is successful, Altera will have outmaneuvered a cable of Mongolian corporations.
That's
Cabal.
I know that word.
I don't know that word. Alright, operating a range of outposts and mines in the region.
Yeah, by the way, one of those Mongolian corporations is the Torgal Corporation, which we'll kind of cover a bit in the Degassi episode, reading with Trevor part, in a way, because there's 2 data things related to that episode. So yeah, what's next on this?
The next one I got is responsible autonomous relationships.
Oh, this one. Related. This makes a very good reference towards the relationship dilemma on board Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Mm-hmm. Responsible autonomous relationships. Forward by Jenny Eckhart. All the good things in life are commodities. We trade love just as we buy and sell stock. Jeez. We engage in human relationships when there is a fair exchange of value, support, motivation, affection. Nothing good is ever free. If every physical good in the Federation came from a single supplier, it would constitute a dangerous monopoly. Personal relationships are the same. It is important for people to get what they need from multiple sources. If a person finds a better source of the goods they require, they're not wronging their original supplier by changing their purchasing arrangements. If one member of a relationship should feel threatened or jealous, they must look at their own business model and ask whether it is performing competitively. There is always room for improvement. Jeez.
Hey, Aurora is not very nice.
They seem like very inhuman. Like they're all
Speaking of inhuman, so I went to grab my first diamonds, and Altera, like, Alice told me that when I go to be saved by Altera, basically, I owe them credit for every bit of resources I gather. So, all the diamonds, all the titanium, all that would go towards credits I owe to Altera. Because supposedly, me grabbing that stuff now belongs to the property of Altera, and since I left it here, I owe them.
Oof. Yeah, that sucks. Gonna have to give up some stuff.
Oh,
Taxes.
I won't be safe then. I think Altera's like, see ya. Me, but I found aliens.
Oh look, this is really, really, really scary fish.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Altera. I kind of hate him. You know, the fact that I could have escaped with Sunbeam, that could have opened a whole set of possible options that the game couldn't even, like, it didn't have to show, but, you know, like, possibly not having him run into Altera, just forget it, fuck it. But
that would probably would have been for the best.
Yep. What's next on these,
The next one I got is TransGov Profile, Altera Core.
Ah, yes.
Alright. TransGov Profile. That trips me up. The TransGov abbreviation. I don't know why. Right, TransGov Profile, Altera Core. One of the largest
suppliers.
One of largest suppliers? That is not grammatically correct. One of largest suppliers of spacefaring technologies and consumer electronics in the Federation. The official supplier of the TSF, consistently ranked amongst the galaxy's best employers. Began life as a defense manufacturer in the mid-22nd century. National motto, get what you deserve.
Oof.
Although most transgovs can trace their roots back to Earth, Altera, literally meaning by Earth, is the only brazen enough to take its name. During the expansion, Altera supplied arms to all sides, acquiring and housing a vast colonist workforce, and making the transition from manufacturer to corporate state. Altera's threat to cease trade was one of the turning points in the conflict, bringing about the end of the hostilities and signing of the Charter. Free enterprise within Altera's space is encouraged, but competition is tight, and all goods exported off-world must be Altera branded. Profitable businesses are bought out by the... Oh, and it cuts off. I gotta go find the other one.
Or, I don't know if I actually... Hold on.
Oh no, I don't think you did send that one.
Alright, I got that picture sent to you, now read.
Alright. Free enterprise within Altera space is encouraged, but competition is tight, and all goods exported off-world must be Altera branded. Profitable businesses are bought out by the state owners, ascending to the board of directors. Well-known Altera technologies like the Cyclops submersible originated with such private enterprises. Despite superficial similarities to national governments, the corporation's lawyers have always maintained that it has no legal obligation to its employees, but voluntarily elects to take on the roles usually served by a democratically elected government. This claim has not yet been tested in Federation courts.
They not so nice.
No, they are not.
And
Best.
you know what's funny is you're reading all of these before the Legacy one, which would this is just kind of part of the explanation why we're even out in space, why the Aurora is even existing. But pretty soon you'll see why we even came close to this planet. It's kind of interesting to see that, which that's going to be the part 2 of the Degassi episode. Oh my god, stupid water. Why can't I just save up water for one bit to have a goddamn, like, reading portion? Come on! I'm just trying to...
You must always harvest those little fishies.
Oh, it's not the bladderfish that's going to get harvested. I have a water filtration machine, so I'm just going to grab my big, large, filtered water bottles.
Vital signs
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
No longer have to go and kill all the poor fishies.
Oh, the bladderfish, I have a whole aquarium with peepers with them. So they basically reproduce, and then I take any extras and turn them into water bottles. So no, that's still happening.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. Let me get... So which one are you on now?
Transgov profile for the Mongolian independent states.
Ah, where the other stuff are, where the Degassi are from. And... Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright. Transgov profile, Mongolian independent states. When the hostilities of the expansion ceased, the tactical value of the hard-to-reach colony systems on the edge of the China territories plummeted. Recouping from the war, the central government left them to starve. The systems in question declared independence, claiming their infrastructure as their own, and their intent to become self-sufficient. Today, the Mongolian states is seen as a relatively minor power on the outskirts of colonized space, yet it remains one of the fastest expanding transgovs in the galaxy. Mongolian societies inherited their technologies from the Chinese, but incorporated the customs of their multicultural colonist base. Non-synthetic foods remain popular, religion is a strong component of society, but the Mongolians take a relaxed view of competing faiths, believing gods to be universally and equally flawed.
See, they seem nice.
Yeah, they seem nice and tolerant.
Altera, go F yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Altera, don't send shotguns to my door. What's next?
Gonna come. FBI, open up. What can we learn from the hive mind of Strader?
Oh, did I? Oh, I don't think this is huge. Oh, F. I didn't screenshot all of this either. Let's see if I can... I'm going to kind of screenshot it by holding, but I still have to head out the...
Oh, and also his little voice. Is it good? The little official
Yeah,
voice?
it's not bad, but for a second there, I was starting to think you exactly seemed like the representative for Altera.
Well, there we go. That's what I'm going for.
Ta-da! We good. We set. Give me one moment to send these screenshots. We are ready. And I'm recording.
Alright. Where was it? Alright, there we go. Alright. What can we learn from the hive mind of Stringer 6? How are the individuals which make up a hive mind to be categorized? Are they merely dumb components of the larger intelligent organism? Or is the larger mind merely a product organisms. Can it be both? We define organisms by their traits, but find invariably that these traits depend on those of their environment. The concept of a tadpole is meaningless without the concept of the frog it will develop into. The idea of a predator is empty without the understanding of its prey. This begs the question, if we define everything by reference to everything else, what have we actually explained? An illustrative experiment was recently performed on the hive mind colony discovered on Strader 6. A device was placed outside the nest which would electrocute individuals approaching it. An ant colony would have lost many individuals before a basic danger signal was successfully communicated between them, resulting in learned avoidance of the device. Successful, but costly. Whoop. The Strader 6 colony quickly formed into two factions. One attempted to move the device by brute force, sacrificing individuals as they did so. The second attempted to cover the device in sand. These two goals being mutually exclusive, a fight ensued. The first faction was beaten, in virtue of their reduced numbers. The device was safely buried, and the survivors called a truce. From the perspective of the individuals, this experience must have been horrific. From the perspective of the hive mind, a nagging problem had been overcome with the most effective solution. Which perspective is the correct one? Alright, now I gotta find my place.
We suggest, I think. Might have scrolled too far down, but...
We suggest that it is neither. By attempting to fit such entities into our rigid set of concepts, we are painting onto the world a false impression of concreteness and meaning, which is a reflection of our concept of ourselves. We describe Strader 6 individuals as attacking one another, just as we describe microbes in the human body. Yet the Strader colony, like the body, cannot be as healthy as a whole without the aggressions of its components. We describe neurons in the brain as being dumb, but brains as a whole as intelligent. But when an idea takes hold in the brain and forces out inferior ones, do we describe this as an act of aggression? Do we mourn dead neurons? When a philosophy or technology takes hold in human society, when wars are fought over them and people die, is that rightly seen as being good or evil? This is not to undermine the meaning of our existence from where we stand. Our existence is very serious indeed. But it is our civilization and our universe really any different? Wait, I read that wrong. But is our civilization and our universe really any different from the colony on Strader 6? Is intelligence something limited to things of flesh and blood, or is the universe truly one giant intelligent system, and we but amoeba blowing self-important potholes in its surface? We would do well as scientists to remember that our goal is not to paint the world as we see it, but to see it as it truly is. You're not philosophical.
My brain is like...
Well,
What?
that was pretty good, though.
It's interesting, but I'm definitely gonna have to read that by myself silently to try to figure out what the hell it's talking about. But
Essentially, it's just like, well, there's this colony of ants, and they all had to fight a war to figure out what to do about this little shocker. Now, is it a hive mind or is it an individual? And if it is both or neither, we can't really tell, so we shouldn't really say. And also, what's to say that we're not a hive mind? What's to say that we're not any different from those ants? Because, I mean, yeah. Who knows? Maybe there's some other galactic being out there looking at us, doing experiments.
let's send this ship around this planet to have it blow up and have this one guy survive. God damn you, whoever did this! Oh wait, it's the aliens. We know who's behind this. It's the
a brand
aliens.
new reality show. It's just
Yes.
a brand new TV reality show. It's like The Survivor, but with aliens.
Yep. Which one are you on now, though?
Drive cord shielding breach. That's the last one I got.
So no black box data?
No black box, no.
Alright. Oh, that's right. It's not really much important either.
Right.
Alright.
Yeah. But that last one got, like, real existential.
Yes. Everything was being questioned.
Yeah.
I was starting to question, why am I here listening to this?
Yeah, maybe
What?
take a hit from
What?
the blunt before reading that again.
Yes. If you do know, you're gonna be in one hell out of worldly experience, my dude. I just quoted my uncle after when he was in the hospital. It was an outer worldly experience, my dude.
Outer world. Yeah.
Cause little story time here. He ended up getting in a four-wheeler accident where basically it flipped backwards on him and hit him multiple times in the head and cracked open his head basically. And while he did this, he did it in a cornfield.
Uh-huh.
And in the process, he got up, was bleeding a lot from the head, and then immediately blacked out and barely remembered any of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he got to the hospital. They found a corn cob in his head.
Oh no.
Which actually didn't cause any brain damage that much, actually. I think they didn't really actually hit his brain, really. But ends up they had to fix his skull by actually putting metal plates and such in his skull. And they said he wouldn't have been able to walk or talk or do much of the basic things for a good while. And I mean, before we even heard about that, my family visit him in the hospital, and we got to see him, and you can see the little cuts in the head where he basically had the metal plates put in, where they stitched it up basically. Like, you can kind of see all the marks, but still my uncle. I mean, I was glad that he was good. He was all right.
Yeah.
And good news is that he recovered from it. But at the hospital, I was like, how's it going? And all that. And I was like, I asked him like something like, how did it feel? Which he then replied with, I felt great, man. It was an outer worldly experience, my dude. Best quote of 2020.
That's a very good quote.
But to put a good ending to that very serious to the very serious personal story, he ended up recovering faster than what the doctors said he would have.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
A lot faster. And in fact, now he has his own house. He's gonna end up getting married. Already has well, it's not his kids, but he has 2 children he takes care of, 2 sons. He has a really good job, and he's doing a lot better. He came back better than ever, basically.
It's a good story. A wholesome story.
Yeah. Well, since this is the last one, at least we can finish up this episode. So, yeah. Drive core shielding breach.
Drive core shielding breach. The Aurora's drive core is shielded by a thick metal shell, which breached in multiple locations shortly after the crash. Once breached, it will continue to leak radiation into the surrounding environment until the breaches are sealed. After that point, the radiation in the environment will dissipate over time. This procedure should only be attempted with appropriate radiation protection and a fully charged repair tool.
I fixed it. I fixed it in the Aurora episode. While fighting off the little blood leecher things, which we'll probably, once I end up getting most of the scan data, we'll probably just start covering sections as its own as their own videos. Like, if I manage to scan every damn Leviathan, we know what you're gonna be reading.
Leviathan story time.
Ah,
You'll
the
learn
the horrific ones, and I mean, it'll probably be towards the end of the series where we'll start reading all the big chunks like that. But yeah, yeah, this is it for this part 2 of Reading with Trevor on the Aurora episode. He'll be back around for the Degassi one, which is actually, funny enough, is coming out before the Aurora episode. So this is kind of weird. This is awkward.
Time travelers.
Time traveling.
Gonna entrust everyone in the comments section to not tell that we're time travelers, because that'll get us arrested by the Patriot Act.
And the CIA. I don't want to go waterboarding.
No, the law, the Patriot Act, will obviously arrest us. And then, it'll time travel us into oblivion.
Wait, if we're time travelers, can we do that, like, Red Alert 3 disintegration handshake?
Yes, let's use our time traveling skills and apply Red Alert 3 logic. Go back, meet Hitler, shake his hand.
Disintegration handshake. Oh my god, wait till we do the wait till I do the Red Alert series. I actually have Red Alert 1 installed, so I can go in to record Hitler getting killed by disintegration handshake. Before World War II starts, creating a new powerful Soviet Union. And therefore sparking a different world war between the Soviet Union and Europe and USA. Fun times.
That's what we'll do. We'll go back in time and we'll just make Red Alert 3, but what if real life?
Yeah.
One of us is gonna have to become Albert Einstein then.
Yes. Wait, that means we could just disintegration handshake him too, and then like one of us take on his person.
Yeah, we'd have to read all his notes and do some hardcore studying, but
basically read, go into the future, read everything we could know about him, everything he discovered, detail to detail, and then go backwards and then say, hey, we know everything.
Yep. We're gonna be Albert Einstein.
Goes farther back before he really existed and absolutely ruins everything.
Yeah.
Alright, we should probably stop doing this before we go way too crazy where it almost seems like we're just drunk idiots. Just constantly being drunk idiots.
I mean, yeah, we've been rambling for a few minutes. It's probably time where we can let the poor viewer leave.
Yes, we'll see you all in the next one. See you all later and have a great day.